One of your required practicals expects you to analyze waves, to be able to measure wave speed, wavelength, and frequency, and also the relationship between those. So in the simulation, we're going to do that. So we click on the waves intro, and we're going to do this for water waves. Go down to use the side view of the water waves, and when I click on this button here, you can see that waves are produced which are going to be moving from left to right. The first thing I'm going to do is increase the amplitude of the wave. Now, before you go any further, could you define amplitude for me, frequency, wavelength, and wave speed? And what I'm going to do now is to measure the frequency, wavelength, and wave speed. So I can stop the wave at any point. I have these tools at my disposal. So I have a tape measure which will measure the distance between 2 points. So I could put that down here, for example, and measure the distance between 2 wave peaks. The second tool I have is a stopwatch. So if I start this running and I start the stopwatch, I can measure the time between 2 events. And my third tool is my water level tool. And I can move these to different positions. And when I press play, what you'll see is you can see they're measuring the wave height at any point in time. These are used for surfers to get surf forecasts because they put them in buoys in the ocean so surfers can see if waves are actually coming in. So you have some tasks to do here. So for each of these frequencies, so the middle frequency here, I want to know what's the wave speed, what's the wavelength, and what is the frequency of those waves. And does the relationship velocity equals frequency times wavelength, does that hold for your calculations? When you've done the middle frequency, do it for the minimum frequency here. Okay, so much slower production of waves in the minimum frequency. And finally, do it for the maximum frequency. And for each of these, does the relationship V equals F lambda hold for them? How good is the simulation?